Welcome back to Treasure Hunting with Jebus, guys, and today to celebrate 30,000 subscribers, we're going to be doing the Q&A video we talked about the other day, because the next couple of days we are going to be flooded with storage units, hopefully having all kinds of videos coming out, so I wanted something quick and easy to edit, so let's do the Q&A. Before she even starts reading questions, I got to answer the most commonly asked question, which is always, is your name Jebus? Where does Jebus come from? No, my name's not Jebus. Jebus is a stupid nickname. I'll try to explain this stupid story. So, it started when I was a kid. I was playing a Dragon Ball Z game on PlayStation 2. I kept losing, and I would yell, Jesus! And they'd be like, hey, don't say that. Stop saying the Lord's name. You know that whole thing. My grandmother was really religious. She would say that. Don't say the Lord's name in vain. So, to be smart ass, back I would start yelling, Jebus Crust! Instead of Jesus Christ, I'd say, Jebus Crust! And since then, my family's kind of just kept that around as like a pet name, nickname type thing. Everyone's like, come on, Jebus. Come on, Jebus. I'm 24 now. This is probably when I was 8. It's been around for that long, so I thought it was funny. That's the Jebus question. My real name is Steven. Some family members call me Stevie, Steve, Steven. I get all of it, so that's my real name. Let's go through the list of questions. We're going to try to get through as many as we can within like 15 minutes, so let's go.
Alright, so the first question is from Emily St. J. And she asked, how long have you been dumpster diving and why did you start?
A little over 5 years now, and it started because I was watching a gaming video. I saw Tales of Taylor's channel. If you guys haven't seen those videos, that's the first dumpster diving videos I ever got into, like 5 years ago. Didn't believe in myself. I saw them pulling all these games out of the dumpster, and I was like, yeah, right. Went to go try it, and Lord behold, first night of doing this, we found the day they threw out PSP games. We found like 180 PSP games. Was hooked since then. That was a little over 5 years ago, but that's how it all started.
Next question from Carrie C. Creepy question. What's your name and her name? I really admire her freckles. Thank you.
Steven, again, Steven, Steve, Stevie, my family, like depending on who it is, they all call me different things. Stevie is my dad's nickname and I'm a junior, so some family members still call me Stevie, some call me Steven. I get everything. What is your name? I forgot.
My name is Amber. You can call me Freckle Girl, Camera Girl, whatever you want. I prefer Freckle Girl, but because I admire my freckles as well.
Me too.
And I call him Stevie, but my name's Amber.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. From I'm with your mom again.
Oh, sweet. Dang it, Mom. Come on. No.
He says, I'm assuming it's a guy. Okay, since you've been doing this for a while, why haven't you gotten yourself a truck or a van?
Well, because it is expensive. Very expensive. Everyone always tells me, like, go buy a van. Like, all right, let me just reach, which pocket do I have the $7 grand in? It's not that easy. I mean, of course, it's something we have to save up for, but we haven't been making, like, great money until we started doing the storage units. Like, dumpster diving, we don't sell many things. Like, most of the stuff we found while dumpster diving was donated. It still is donated, so we didn't really have much money at the time, just coming from regular jobs. But now that we're doing the storage units, we are making good money, so that's definitely in the future. Definitely a plan we're looking at, probably getting a van over a truck, but I don't know when yet. It's definitely coming.
Next, from Joyce Morgan. Can we see your wife?
It's not my wife yet. It's a fiance. But yes, eventually. Just whenever, I don't know when, whatever you want to. At some point. We don't know yet. It will happen. First we were like 20K because we were like, it's a long time away. Then all of a sudden, like this explosion of growth went from 18 to 30 in like weeks, and no one was expecting this. It was just like really unexpected, but I'm like, yes. So eventually.
Yeah, so, and to answer other people's, I guess, comments, I'm not shy. I'm just waiting for the right time. So give me a second. It took even him, it took a while to get used to the camera.
Like 10K. It's really different. I recorded videos behind the camera, and when I first got in front of it, it's like a whole different, there's nobody there, but it just feels like there's a whole audience. When you realize like thousands of people are watching this, it makes you feel like you're giving a speech in front of thousands of people, and you're like, ooh. I have severe social anxiety already, and just the thought of it at first made me like, ugh, I couldn't show myself just out of panic, basically.
No other reason. I feel like I have to do practice sessions before I get next to him because he's so used to it, and then I'm just going to be like this turtle next to him, so uncomfortable. Anyway,
table's so squeaky.
From Donovan Sampson, if your Jebus is the girl in the video Shebus. Now,
I guess so.
This one made me laugh, and I agree. This is another name that anybody can call me. I don't care.
Shebus sounds funny.
I'm accepting of that. That's fine.
All right, Shebus.
All right, next, Leslie Swarbrook. What made you reveal your face?
I wanted to do it the whole time, but like I said, it's just, I suffer, like I said, I have like severe social anxiety. I hate talking to people in person. I try to make myself sound as normal as possible, but people that have probably seen it, talk to me in real life can say I don't know, I get shaky talking to people. I've always been that way since I was a little kid. I mean, since I was 3. My mom always tells me the story. The first day she took me to preschool, I would hide from people because I just did not want to talk to them, and that has never went away. Not to that extreme, of course, but still to this day, I don't know why. I hate talking to people. I hate having this social anxiety, which is, you know, makes a lot of sense to do something like YouTube all the time, but it's really helping make it better. So that was the reason at first, but I got over it, and now it's an everyday thing.
Next, Brooke Scheinebarger. Tell us about your love story with your fiance. We need details.
That's a long story.
It
So
is. Try to sum it up a little bit.
okay, basically, her mom, my mom, we're close friends their whole life. That's kind of how we knew each other. But for the longest time when we were younger, like, you know, when two girls are close friends, they're always like, yeah, sister, yeah, sister. We never thought anything of it. So I was like, okay, I'm just related. That's not my family. Then, like, I don't even know how I was in,
I think
like,
I was like 12.
yeah, I was like 8 when they're like, she's not really my sister. We're just friends. And I was like, oh, okay.
I can do something
Oh,
about it.
all right. So obviously I'm not going to do no, that would have been creepy, but I didn't even know she was not related to me till I was like 8 or 9. And then we just, I don't know, we had a lot in common, I guess, in school. Or sports players, what else? I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know
like,
either.
Personality-wise, we're complete opposites.
We have a lot of things opposite, besides like sense of humor, things like that. Like, we always joke about everything, but there's a lot of things where we're complete opposites. But like they always say, opposites attract.
Yep.
And it's been over 8.5 years now.
Yep. April 11th is our anniversary, so next year it
2010.
would be 9 years.
Yep. Probably get married in 2020. That's been the plan since
Your
we were in
mom's
school.
picked it.
Yeah, my mom picked that plan out when we were in high school. She was like, you're going to get married in 2020. And I was like, you know what? Now they're actually getting older, getting ready to graduate college, and everything's kind of coming together. I'm like, you know what? 2020 might work. It actually coming to fruition. I mean, it was not the original plan. It was just a joke. But you know what? It might actually happen now.
So, like, we, like, kind of... I asked him to my junior year prom, so that's kind of how it started.
On Facebook.
Yeah.
Thank Jebus, because I would never have the guts to say anything. Like I said, guys, I suffer so bad, especially back then. I'm better now that I've gotten older, but back then, I could not talk to nobody. I hated it. Always the quiet person. Always.
So there you go.
As much as we can now.
Alright, next question from Vicky L. My question is, what got you into YouTube?
That's a long story, too. I don't even know where to start with that. I mean, my first ever YouTube channel, I would have to say, would have been Smosh back in the day. I loved watching Smosh. For those of you guys that watch those kind of videos, that's what really got me into it. Just thinking, like, you know, you can make videos and enjoy every day, and that could be a job. Like, that was mind-blowing. But I will say one thing that I learned the hard way. If you're going to do YouTube, you really have to do something that you enjoy and you are actually passionate about. This is like my 3rd or 4th attempt at YouTube now. I really have to say that. We tried to go like the way, like, just follow what's popular, make a gaming channel. It got boring because I play games, but not like passionately like I am about this treasure hunting. It got boring. We tried to make like the comedy skit thing, short prank videos, because that's what was popular. Got boring. It's just, you have to really find what you're passionate about, what you enjoy, to really stick to it. I've failed so many times at this, and it's the first time that we're actually continuously growing and we're actually seeing like this could be a potential future everything. This could be life.
I would just keep trying what you're into. If you're really trying to start one, keep trying what you're into and just see, like, right when you do something, you upload, like, say 5 videos and you're like, I could do this every day.
Yeah, you gotta
that's
find
when
that.
you know that you can dedicate all your time to that one channel.
You gotta find something that you really, really love.
And that's where Jebus Gaming came from originally,
Yep.
because we were a gaming channel.
Yeah, I tried to be that guy. That's where it was. That's why it was Jebus Gaming, because we were just trying to follow whatever's big to grow big on YouTube, and it doesn't work that way. If you don't have the passion for it, you're not going to stick to it. I mean, I'm living proof of that. I could tell you that. I failed at this so many times, and finally, this time around, seeing success.
Next question. Arcade Mike's Adventure. Who is behind the camera? We already addressed that one. My name's Amber, Freckle Girl, Shivas, blah, 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 blah. You'll get to know me soon.
Good answer.
So next question from CP. Do these companies mind if you dumpster dive?
Some of them will definitely mind. Why? Don't ask me. I have no idea. Obviously, like Barnes & Noble, somebody ruined their dumpster one time, and that's why they've been destroying everything. I think most of the time, if you just are nice about it, respectful, if they ask you to leave, leave, don't argue. Don't leave a mess and cover up your mess. Just think. Just have common sense. Most of the time, they don't care. Like the CVS that we get all our stuff from, they have to know where they're. I mean, they literally don't use bags. They're just piled this high with food, the next day it's gone. They still throw it out there because we always make sure it's clean. We never leave a mess, and everything we find gets donated. So I don't see why they would do it. But some stores like Barnes & Noble, yes, they will go through hours to destroy stuff so you can't have it. Why? I don't know. It's trash, but it's the way they are.
Next is from TMK22. What's the most money you have gotten from selling any one item?
One single item would probably be the complete Xbox One kiosk we found. Was it this year? This year or last year? I don't remember. I think it was this year, early this year. But it was the complete kiosk that lit up, and it had the Xbox One system in it. We got about $600 for that. It was $5 something. But almost $600 out of the trash.
Next is Audie Lee Fishing. Is it illegal to dive in stores' trash cans?
Not in the United States, unless you are told to leave. I don't know about other countries. I can't speak for other countries. The United States, it's a federal law now. It was a federal court case. It's public property once it goes in the trash. Now, if you're asked to leave, then you're trespassing if you don't leave. If there's a sign that says no trespassing, it's trespassing. Other than that, you're fine. Don't break in locks, obviously, or break in the gates, but just use common sense. If you're asked to leave, just leave. You always see people online arguing, oh, it's not illegal. Well, technically, they've told you to leave. They're property owners. Now it is. Just go. Just think it through. That's it. Common sense. That's all there is through it. Don't make a mess. Don't break into things, and listen to what people tell you. Do that, you're fine. I've been doing it for 5 years. I've never gotten any trouble for this.
Next is Dwayne Christensen. How much money do you make doing this?
Dumpster diving, nothing.
We spend more money on gas than anything.
I mean, like I said, most of the stuff we find dumpster diving is just donated anyway. I just enjoy the thrill behind it and saving the stuff because it's going to go to a landfill. Like when I find food and stuff, you're feeding people that need it and you're preventing the landfill from being overfilled. You're doing double good. Don't really make money off dumpster diving. Storage units now, yes, we've made good money. But I will say, with dumpster diving, if you need the money, you can make money. You can sell that candy locally and it will sell. You can sell the animal food locally, it will sell. It's just, for us, we don't have room, so I want to get it out as quick as possible. And I'm not really worried about that right now because we're making money through storage units and through YouTube. So at the time, I'd just rather give it to someone that needs it and get it out. That's just the way I do it. But if you really need to do this to make money, you can make bank. Trust me, you really, really can. A lot of people do.
A lot of people also dumpster dive to save money.
Yeah.
Because they go to the food stores, they get, like, Aldi throws out meat, you fill your freezer with meat.
Oh, yeah. We'll check there all the time in the winter.
Yeah, dry food from CVS. You save money. I say you'd save money and spend money on gas is probably the reality of dumpster diving.
Yeah.
But that's if you go out as often as
most people don't go out like we do. We go on like 80-mile trips. Most people aren't going to do that. They're going to check the few stores locally. That's the problem with some people. They always call this fake. They'll check like the 3 stores locally once and they're like, I didn't find nothing. You must be fake. No, you don't understand. We check like 30 plus stores on a weekly basis, multiple times a week. That's why we find so much.
All right, next is from Gina M.
Yep.
She wrote a whole comment, but let me get to the question.
All right.
First of all, she says she doesn't dumpster dive because she's scared that she'll get in trouble. But that goes with just look up the rules. We contacted the local police station before we actually did it.
When I first started, I was so scared. I can even say now, still, 5 years later, if I see a police car, an unmarked car, anything like that in the parking lot, I will just skip it. It is not worth it to me. It's really not. If I see that might be an employee's car, that might be an undercover cop, that might be security, I will skip it. I just won't go because it's just not worth it to me. It's not worth the risk for trash. It's really not. Just use common sense. You're getting trash out of there. Even though it's useful stuff, don't put yourself at risk. Because some security guards will think they're like macho governors and they run the whole place and they act like they're on top of the world and they're really aggravating. So if you see a car or something, just be smart. Just make sure it's empty. Be quick. Don't spend 2 hours there and you'll be fine.
So her actual question is, are the auctions you bid on live or online? Would like to watch the live auctions you go to or maybe do a video of the process you go through choosing an online unit.
We do both. We do online and live, and the problem with it, live auctions is legally, I don't know if that's countrywide or at least in our area, you're not allowed to record the auction. They've straight up told us that because I have Jebus Gaming, Treasure Hunting with Jebus stickers on the car. Everyone that goes there kind of knows we do YouTube, we do this. They've told us straight up, and a lot of times even on the paper you have to sign when you do an auction, it says no recording devices allowed. You're not allowed to record that part, so I would, trust me, I would, but legally I can't. If we do and somebody sees it online, you can be banned from the region, so that's why we don't record the live auctions. Yeah, no thanks.
So Reen Gusmus, I hope I pronounced that right. Wow, okay, my question. Is the light that shines on you yellow? You looked a little jaundiced. Are you feeling okay?
It is yellow. Bright yellow. And trust me, like when I'm done recording, I see spots because they're like 2 lights right here, and they're like hitting both of my eyes. But without it, it's so dark. I need it.
So Child of God asked why you call yourself Jebus, but we addressed that one.
Yeah, just a family joke.
Jason Sullivan, do a Q&A and tell us who's behind the camera as well. Love your show and you're funny. Again, Freckle Girl, Jebus. Hi. Julia Sepulveda, do you ever find games for the Super Nintendo?
I wish. That's my favorite system of all time, too, the Super Nintendo. I have never found a single game. We found 3 Sega Genesis games one night, but that's it as far as retro. I never found NES, SNES, any of that. Not once. But I wish I would.
Will Miller asks, where do you go to find the auctions?
Online, storagetreasures.com, storageauctions.com, Bid13, Locker Fox, and on the phone you can use Auction Zip. That usually lists a bunch of local ones that are live for you. But trust me, it's a pain. Like, it's the most disorganized thing you'll ever deal with. It's crazy. It really is. It's a pain. Major pain.
Candy... Nem. I honestly...
This is why I got you to do the pronouncing part.
I would butcher this name.
I would butcher it worse.
Gefrovich, if I had to guess. She said, or he, whichever, sorry. Oh my gosh, I feel a toothache coming on. First, my apologies to young lady behind the camera for calling her a guy. I could sound like a guy sometimes. When do we get to meet her? Another great donation and congrats on 30K.
Thank you.
Again.
We don't
one
know.
Day. I don't know.
We don't know. Eventually.
Yeah, you'll see me pop in there one day. All right, let's see. Hold on. Technical troubles.
No.
Right. Nebo Allen, what's the scariest thing that happened to you during a dive?
Okay, I can give you one prime example. Like, there's a GameStop we used to go to. I haven't gone back to since this time, but it's like a fenced-in one, and we went back there, and right when I was back there, somebody go, "Hey," and I was like, "Yeah," and apparently there was a security guard in an unmarked car behind a dumpster. And he's like, "It's private property, you can't be back here." And I'm like, "Okay, we're leaving." And he just started, I don't know, he just, like I said, security guards are just douchebags. They think they have so much power. I've never had an issue with police. Never. They just don't care. If you're just honest with cops, it's fine. But the security guards, man, they're just, they think they're the crap. They just walk around and they act like they own the place. They're just aggravating. But it was just the fact that I thought I was safe. And that's back when I used to record my videos on my GoPro on my head. So I was like, "Welcome back." Started looking around, I was like, crap. And I thought for sure I was going to get in some type of trouble. It's hard to hold your tongue sometimes because they're annoying. They really are.
Next is Cheryl Salinas. What year of college are you in and what degree are you going for? And is this what you do for a living?
I'm a senior. Technically, I mean, I should have been done already.
Me
but
too.
I switched schools. I switched majors. Stuff happens. You know what? I should have been done like last year, but I'll be done 2019. I'm a senior now, accredited senior. I have about 15 credits left to finish, and I'll get a bachelor's in IT at the concentration in web design. What was the other part of that?
Is this what you do for a living?
Not right now, but very, very soon. Very soon. Like, we're making significantly more money doing YouTube and storage units than we are at a real job. And at this point, we did a calculation one day that if we just had more free time to do units and YouTube instead of doing what we do regularly at work, we'd make more money. So I'm literally giving my place a couple, like 2-week notice and not much longer. This is going to be full time soon. It's crazy when you think about it.
And Mike Graham asks, what made you start YouTubing? Was there someone or something that inspired you to start?
Just the idea of being like finding something that you really thoroughly enjoy. Like when I say I enjoy this, I don't do this to make videos. I go to sleep thinking about like these units I bid on at night, what's going to be in there tomorrow. Like I think about this 24/7. This drives me crazy. I've been like yard sale and Goodwill, thrift store hunting stuff as a little kid. Like this has been something I have just loved to do my entire life. And the idea of being able to take something you really love and are really passionate about and make that like your job every day you get to do this, that's the inspiration for me. I just never thought YouTube was like an actual path as a kid. Like when you say you want to grow up and be like somebody on YouTube, it's like saying I want to grow up and be the NBA or something. Like, cool, that's a good dream, but there's a lot to get there. But we're getting there.
Next is Chris Morales. What got you to do dumpster diving?
Tales of Taylor. My favorite.
The next is Alicia Hartman. Now I have to read her whole comment.
All right.
Hello, Jebus. Great haul. Pumpkin pie Pop Tarts are so good, and so are strawberry Pop Tarts.
Got the camera.
LOL.
No, we're done.
That was like an old thing. Everybody used
Yes.
to comment strawberry because he hates strawberry Pop Tarts.
Yeah, for the people that have been here for a long time, it's the OG fans. We know we hate those strawberry Pop Tarts.
So, her question is, do you see yourself doing YouTube in 10 years?
Oh yeah. I see myself doing this as long as this platform lasts. This is what I love to do every day. I look forward to this every single day. Hail to the yes.
Or until we die.
Until I die or until YouTube dies, whatever comes first.
Jolyn Veldkamp. Who inspired you to start your very own YouTube channel, and why was this person a big inspiration to you?
That's such a hard thing to say, because like, there's multiple YouTubers that I love to watch, but they don't have anything to do with what I'm doing now. And there's also people I love to watch that are in the same type of niche, so, but that's later on. I don't know, there's no like real person. Like I said, my favorite YouTube channel as a kid when I was younger was Smosh, but I don't know, they didn't really inspire me to start a YouTube channel. It was just the idea of being able to do what you love for a living and seeing people like actually make a living and enjoy life doing this. That was really the motivation, I guess.
So next is from Kirk Evans. Whereabouts are you from? I'm from Wales.
East Coast, United States, Virginia. But I'll say Virginia, like everyone in the United States just thinks of Virginia as this country state. Northern Virginia. We're right by D.C. and Maryland and all that. That's just overpopulated junk place that we call home.
So this one's from Kim Lee Carroll. It's not necessarily a question for you, and I don't really know why I screenshotted it, but she said it's about time for Missy to show her face for 30K, don't you think, fellow Jebus followers? So that's for you guys. Next. Lynn Wilson. This is a long comment. Let me find the question. Alright, I was wondering, have you ever calculated on a monthly basis how much you make from dumpster diving, buying your storage units, and selling products?
Okay, so I mean, we did the video where we calculated what we've sold from the storage units, and it was, I mean, the profits were around $3,000. A lot of people said, like, you take into consideration gas and all that. Yes, that was all taken into consideration, and it's about $3,000 last month at least from selling stuff from the storage units. Of course, last month also included a $700 cash fine, which is obviously going to be like one in a million, so that gave it a big boost. But I would say on average for at least us, we'll probably make like $2,500 a month just selling. Dumpster diving, honestly, unless you find like a kiosk or something big, we don't really make anything. We just do it because it's fun and you can help people out. And then you also put the money made from YouTube on top of the storage unit reselling. We're doing good. We're doing good.
And her next question is, would you even consider doing this full time? Yes.
Oh yes. Like I said, guys, we're this close. This has been my dream to be able to do this kind of stuff full time since I can't even tell you. I mean, years, so many years. And I just never, like, the workload used to just intimidate me. Like, just think of growing a channel like that. And I just decided one day, if I don't start growing this channel now, I'm gonna be stuck at some job that I hate for the rest of my life. That's gonna be my reality. I'm gonna be stuck doing something I don't like to do just because I'm good at it, like web design and programming. I'm fluid in like so many different programming languages. I'm good at it, but I don't really enjoy it. That's it. I'm gonna be stuck doing this forever just for a paycheck, and it's like, you know what? Not worth it. I'd rather make less and enjoy what I do every single day than make more money doing something I hate. So yes, this is gonna be full time soon, and I'm excited about it.
Can't wait.
Very excited.
The next is Christina Kozile.
I'm so glad I got you to do the pronunciations.
She asked questions that we've already answered, but if you wanted to hear your name, I see your question. She just asked what your real name was. She remembers you saying it in another video, but she didn't remember. And also, will we ever see your girlfriend on camera, or is she just shy? You heard all that already.
Yeah.
Alright, Miriam Sullivan, what made you want to start dumpster diving? I don't know why I did it like that. The thrill of the hunt, basically.
Yeah. I mean, the initial, I never even heard of this until I saw Taylor's channel. That's what first got me into this.
Barry Homan asks, is that your wife on the camera? Yes.
Soon to be.
Fiance, soon to be.
Yeah.
Technically. Robert Treckle, in the beginning, you hid your face. Why?
Like I said, just this anxiety behind it, social anxiety. I did not feel comfortable being in front of a camera. Even to this day, I've been doing it for a while. I still kind of feel like, before I ask her, like before I get to record, I just gotta be like, all right, I do this every day. I know I gotta all right, focus. Just try to focus on the camera. It's just, I don't know. Like I said, I've been like this since I was 3. I can't even remember it back then, but I hear stories. I've been like this my whole life. Just something I can't get over. I don't know why, but it's definitely gotten better.
All right, last question is from Sunshine Rayton. When did you guys start dumpster diving? Which we answered, right?
A little over 5 years ago.
Yep, 5 years ago. And how did you know what store to hit?
Well, at first, we were literally hitting only GameStop because that's what we saw on YouTube. And then we just started trying other places. At first, like I said, for the first probably 3 months, we were only checking GameStops. It just never occurred to check anywhere else. Like, nowhere else is going to do this. And I think Five Below was the next spot we checked. And we started finding stuff at Five Below. And then we would check Barnes & Noble occasionally. And then we found, like, that huge haul. Or the first time we found anything at Barnes & Noble was 3 boxes, and there was like a record player, a drone, and all kinds of cool things in there. So we started checking them occasionally. Then we hit that huge mother load last year, and since then, Barnes & Noble was added to the list. And then we just kept adding places. Like, it just, let's see what CVS throws out. Literally, the first time we decided to check a CVS, we find a bag of like 80-some Reese's, 15, 20 Slim Jims. Again, that was added to the list. We've only been checking like Bed Bath & Beyond and Joann's for maybe few months now. That's just been recently added to the list. We just keep adding places as we find stuff. There's some places, like I said, there's a certain GameStop I checked every night for over a year, never found a case, nothing. It's like they didn't even exist. That's why some people always call these videos fake. They're like, I don't find nothing at mine. We have those too. We have lots of GameStop stores that we don't find a thing, nothing ever. It happens. Some stores throw out massive, huge amounts of stuff. Some stores throw out nothing. Why? I have no idea. Is that it?
Yeah, it's the end of the question, but 30K! I know that's blurry, but 30K.
About
Thank you guys so
30.5
much.
now. Almost 30.5K already. We're
All
getting up there.
because of you guys.
So that's going to be it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And like I said, we're going to try to buy like at least 3. On this low end, 3. I want more like 4 or 5 storage units in the next couple of days so we can have a bunch of storage unit videos coming out since everyone likes them the most and they're the most fun to make. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you leave it a big fat thumbs up. And if you're not already, hit that subscribe button for awesome treasure hunting videos every single day, except for today. This isn't really a treasure hunting video unless your treasure is knowledge about me. Then you got it. Do you want to follow us on our social media? Links will be on screen. Just click the links down in the description below. Make sure you follow us on whatever you have. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, peace out.